extrude that beyond that edge this way. Everything is passing through, completely through. So I do that. Let me hide this so it is no longer a distraction. Now when I exploded that, it didn't explode the original template as a component. It didn't, so that stayed untouched. Just this was exploded. Okay, so once I have finished those extrusions, a triple click on this, whoops, a triple click on that to select every surface and edge. And then I right click, so this way I can bring out the context message. Oops, I'm going to have to undo that, because I don't know exactly what I did. I made it all a group. I didn't want that to be a group, although I don't think a group is an issue. I'll go down to intersect faces after right clicking, and since everything is selected, I'm going to choose with selections. So the command is intersect faces with selection. And what that does is it intersects all these faces. And the reason for that is so I can start removing lines, surfaces too if I wish, but they get removed when I remove the edge. And you can see when I remove lines, the line that's from leftover, that's a remnant from the extrusion. Okay. After I delete my lines, what I'm left with is the curve that I originally wanted. Okay, I'm pretty careful when I start deleting these lines. Oops. Because I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Choose the wrong line, especially with a curve, a curved surface. I don't want to choose the wrong line and have to edit, undo. And remove all the work I had already finished. Okay. So here it kind of pays to be a little bit slower and more deliberate in my selections. Alright. One last line to delete. And there you go. That's how I made my compound curved leg. Alright, but the problem is now I've got some reversed faces. I probably should have reversed the face of, well, reversed the face of the template earlier, but I didn't do that. So, but that's okay. I just go to my right-click context menu on the faces that need to be reversed. Right-click and reverse faces. Now they're done. Okay. One last thing. See, this is a break in the plane. It's pretty sharp. It's not a nice gentle curve. So that's why the line is there. So what I want to do is right click directly and select that line and then just soften it. As if I was running a piece of sandpaper right across a break in the plane that way. I'll get out of here. I'm going to try to make it look like wood, a piece of wood now. I chose cherry because I like cherry. And there you go. That is my finished leg. Now it's an almost exact duplicate of the original model that at the start of the video that I displayed. Like I said, it's almost an exact duplicate. There are some differences. Okay, and I'll show you. You can't see it. They're very small differences, but if you look back here, you see this right here? This little shadowed area? I have it on this surface too. It's a shadowed area. It's catching the light more this way. from here you can see, but here you can see it's hidden from the light. It's protected. I don't have it on this piece. Well, the reason is when I did my intersect faces, some of this edge, it didn't mesh up. It didn't meet everything nice and neatly, and I actually had to draw this edge in by hand using my line command. And when I drew, I could connect endpoint to endpoint because there were some artifacts left over that I used to find endpoints. But right in this area, what I did was I must not have hit the endpoint correctly, and I went in. It's almost as if I had over sanded in this area just a little bit. But it's such a small little flaw, I don't think even a CNC machine would mess it up. Alright, so that's the difference there. But suppose I did want an exact duplicate, but reversed. Okay, this is oriented. Okay, and I'll show you. Alright, this is a front leg. This is the front view of the leg. So, well, anyway, this is the front view of the leg, okay? This is oriented to be the the left front leg, alright? What I need to do is make another leg, but I don't want to have to draw it. So what I'll do is I'm going to copy it, but I'm going to copy it using the move command, alright? First thing I do is start to move it. I'm going to move it along the green axis, and while I'm moving it, before I click again to set it in place, I'm going to press down Control real quick. Just tap it, and that creates a duplicate. And I want to stay on the green line. Let me constrain that to the green axis. There you go. Alright, now I didn't notice that line before because it's sitting right on my blue axis. So let me delete that. And it deletes it in both of them, as you can see. Alright, but I made an exact duplicate, so that's not exactly what I wanted. I wanted it to be a mirror image. And the best way to do that is to right click, then go to the flip along command, and I can never remember which one I want to flip along, which axis. So let me just choose one. It's not that bad to do. Alright, if I do that, let me undo that. Undo flip. Okay, flip along. Let me go down to the next one. There's only 3 to choose from. Ah, there you go. I needed to flip along the green axis. And I made a mirror image. The nice thing about this is, even though it's a mirror image, it's a copy and mirror image, if I need to, since they need to be identical, if I need to make some kind of modification to it, it's made to the original piece too. And if I made 4 or 6 or 8 copies, they would all change. That's beautiful. I love that. Okay, let me go to my front view, and I'm going to rotate that 90 degrees, and there you have it. That's how I made my compound curved legs. I hope you found this a useful video, and I hope this is a technique that you'll use in the future for your own projects. Thank you very much for watching.